All righty, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've got something very exciting, very exciting to talk about and show you guys here. We've got the designer of Tank Duel, Mike Butterjelly. We will affectionately love him as Butterjelly, but it's actually Mike Bertucelli. And yes, I think I pronounced that correctly.
Wow, you actually did it. That's amazing.
Oh, I just so used. I mean, seriously, we love you so much. So we've given you a nickname. We only give people we love nicknames. And as soon as I say butter jelly, I just cannot say Berticelli. Sorry.
I hear you.
Anyways, we're going to be showing off
But
Tank Duel. We're going to be showing off the solo Automabot. And we're actually going to be showing off something that Mike is working on with the expansion 2 that's coming out here sometime soonish, hopefully.
yeah, the Tank Pack 2 is in development now, and we're hoping that it'll be at the printer by the end of the year.
Yes. Let's just pop over to GMT and show everyone what we're talking about here. In case they're wondering, let's see. Share my. Can I? No, I can't because I'm sharing that other thing. Just go to the GMT Games website, check under the P500 list, and go scroll down to. There's several different categories. Go down the list, you'll see the Tank Duel.
Yeah,
And I see Tank Duel 1 is getting a reprint.
It's getting a reprint. At the same time, they're going to do the reprint of that along with this Tank Pack. So they'll come out at the same time. So, yeah.
So there you go. If you don't have Tank Duel yet, you can pick it up. Get the expansion pack as well. I think it's really awesome. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially since Mike reminded me that, hey, dummy, it comes with a solo mode. You do have a solo mode built into it, which I completely forgot about. So we're going to cover that today because it's one of the things that I didn't really look at, and I probably should have. So Mike was kind enough to offer up a tutorial session. So we're going to learn about the tutorial. We're going to go over how to play the game, just broad strokes, and then we're going to start playing, but we're going to go over it kind of slow, and we're going to go over the Toma stuff kind of slow, but then eventually we're going to speed it up and show you how it plays as if you're,
Yep.
in the swing of things. How's that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Sounds perfect. All right. Thanks to everyone for coming up for Lauren. Here we go. Thank you so much. Richard Kerr. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out. All right. So first thing we want to do is share your screen.
Yeah, why don't you do that? That way, when I'm pointing at stuff, people can follow along with what I've got going on. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get you caught up with what we're doing as players. You and I are the Germans. Jester's going to play this tank over here, the Stug 3G, and I'll be doing a Stug 3B with the short barrel. This is a scenario from Tank Pack 2, and this is Stalingrad. So this will be a city fight, up close and personal, and we are using infantry. As you can see here, we've got an infantry card here, anti-infantry stuff here, and then the Russians are up here. And on the left side over here has got their anti-infantry cards here. Plus we have a Robota is what we call the AI in this. Each has its own Robota card. And if you'll notice on this one, up in the top right corner, it says alert. They have different personas, the enemy tanks. This one's alert. So his primary actions and secondary actions will be different than the one on the left side over here. Make it big here. He is aggressive. I need to flip this.
I see.
He says he's in peril. He should not be in peril. So let me do this real quick.
He's going to be aggressive. Got it. Okay, this guy's going to be alert.
There
alert to danger.
Fully operation. He's aggressive, and his set of primary actions is different than the guy on the right hand side who's alert. They can also be cautious, and then they have a flip side. is a peril side, and we'll go into that in just a second. But the Soviets will be the enemies, and Jester and I will be playing cooperatively against Robota. Let's go ahead and go over our what did I do? Did I close my?
I have the sheets open if you want me to look
That's okay.
through.
I'll just reopen them. For
Okay.
some reason I closed them like an idiot. All right, taken care of. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up the our player aid, and remember, the first thing that we'll do in a turn is we will do an initiative phase where we'll play one card for initiative. Low card, the cards are numbered 1 to 100. Low goes first, so 1 would be the first tank to go in initiative order. 100 be last. So from low to high, we'll be taking our tank actions. Second thing that we do after that is in initiative order, we will take our tank actions. And we'll start with an administration phase. Most of the time, we'll skip that. That'll happen when we're in a victory location where we get some extra victory points, or we're on fire or broken. And then we'll take our tank actions, and then we'll do a discard phase, and then our tank action will be done. Robota will do all the things that we do, but a little bit differently, and we'll go into that. But I want to remind you on this sheet here, Jester, the back side of this is our action step summary for what we can do. So when you're looking at this sheet, on the left-hand side is the action name that's on the card: leadership, fire, move, flank, terrain, smoke, etc. Crew instructions. In the middle is the effect, what they do. And then remember, you're allowed to play up to 3 cards for a tank action.
You
On
get a
the
follow-up action. Yeah. Yeah.
on the far right are the cards that you can add to the one on the left. So for looking at leadership, there's nothing you can follow it up by. So if you do a leadership, that's all you're doing. You're playing one card, you're playing a leadership card, you're done. If you do a fire, you could play 2 fires because it says that in the middle section. If you
Or a pair of fire. Yeah.
you play 2 fire, and you could also follow it up by a leadership,
Right.
which is help your shot. Move, you can do a move, a flank, and a terrain, or you could do a move, flank, or a move, terrain. That's the one that has the most to it. Then you can play a flank with a terrain with nothing, smoke, which there's no smoke for us in this one. Take that back. We have smoke. Russians do not.
Yeah, we got smoke.
And then crew instruction, instruct crew. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. When there's nothing else you can do, you could probably do something there. And there's no follow on for that. So it says, like, discard any card, try to spot an enemy, attempt to go hull down, assign crew, move crew around in your tank. Like if someone gets killed, maybe your driver gets killed, you got to put your assistant driver over so you can move, type of thing. Load special ammunition or pass. Okay, so there's always probably something you can do there. So that's a quick run of the stuff that we're doing, and I'll go over it slower when we're playing. But I want to bring up Robota. Now Robota's going to act a little bit different, so you want to bring your Robota one up and take a look at it. We have, I'm just going to go over this stuff. So Robota, looking at this sheet here, left-hand side, we have Robota's sequence of play, which includes us. So player stuff is in red, and Robota's is the letters in white.
And the white circle. Okay. Gotcha.
So like right below, we have peril level. So we'll be using that to see if they're in peril or not. Down below that, we have their tactics, how they use tactics cards. It's different than how we do it. Target priority. They have a target priority list when it tells them to do something and they need to target something. We'll go through these four for their list of priorities. We have a thing here on the right hand side where command and command card priority. So you can see down here during initiative phase, if they pull a command card during initiative, they may do something with it. During the tank action, they may do something there, and then they have a cleanup step. They might do something there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then we have initiative phase. We go through these criteria for their initiative. There's quite a bit here, but it's really simple, and you'll see it in a second. I'm going to go to the second page. We've got what they do during their administration, their action step. They are going to need success checks, and this is how you do their success checks, D. And then on the right-hand side, when Robota wants to move, this is how they do it, E. F is when they're going to do their firing. And then on the third page, we've got a little Robota movement chart. Kind of tells you how they'll move. When it's time for them to move, you'll just use this chart and move them accordingly. And then you have some things that don't come up very often. If Robota plays a leadership, if they want to do a spot, if they want to do hold down, right? If they want to load APCO, which they have none, they won't be doing that at all. But they don't have any smoke, they won't be doing any of that. And then here's the cleanup step. And that is it for Robota. So we'll be using all of these charts here to play Robota with. And they all have a corresponding, letter, where to find them, and rules references that you can look up if you need to look up rules references.
All right, that's a good start, I think.
Yep,
I really
so
do.
we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that we need to do, and everything is set up here, I'll go over our starting situation. We are in Stalingrad. I need to pull up our overview. Turning Point, Stalingrad 42, has a little write-up about it. The tanks that are involved, this can be played 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, or 4 versus 4. And we're going to play the 2 versus 2 game. So it's a T-34 M40 and a T-34 76 M41 for Robota, the 2 Stugs for us. We're all reinforcements. If any of our tanks get killed and we need reinforcing tanks, they will start at 600. I've already prepared the deck. I prepared the city deck and also put 3 additional cards into it. So that's all taken care of. There is excessive rubble and debris. City bog rules. So while we're playing, we're going to have terrain cards that when we play them will have a bog trigger. Do we get bogged down? And it has a number. And city bog, there are 2 numbers. There's a number on the left and a number on the right. When you play a single move card for your action, you roll on the bog on the left. It's a lower number, easier to pass. If you play 2 moves, you're moving recklessly in all this rubble, there's a greater chance that you will become bogged. You'll play the right side. And to both of those numbers, special rule because of the excessive debris, add 20 to each of those numbers. So every bog number that we have to add 20 to it.
Oof.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. All right? Normally in a 2 versus 2, it's 3 decks. But when you play against Robota, you always add a deck. I put a 4th deck in here. We may play it all. We may not. It's up to you. Special rules. We have a couple of special rules here. Their infantry will always try to move to get to a red triangle attack on us. And they will, and they'll always fire. Their special mission rule is they've got to try to get to 200, and then they'll shoot. Whenever they get in a situation where they can use a red triangle, they will shoot before they move. Okay?
Okay.
It makes sense when it comes around. This is the most important one here. is the way that the factory terrain cards work. This is basically a fight for the factories. We're in red, in the factory district in Stalingrad. There's a
Okay.
there's a special rule for victory here. Each side with a factory terrain card in their tank terrain holding box at the beginning of their administration phase receives 2 victory points.
Oh, okay. So that means they're holding the factory.
Yep, we want to get to the factories and hold them, and do not let them do. Okay,
Got
so
it.
the way that the factory cards work is so a player will you could play a factory card normally from your hand, and that's the way that we introduce them into the game. They're in the deck somewhere, and if there's a possibility, Rabada will use it if the opportunity presents it to them, and if we have it in our hand, we'll be able to play it. Now, when we play it, we're in that factory. If we would to leave that factory and or get killed, we place that factory card in a special area. It doesn't go back into the deck. It's
Okay.
available to be used during the scenario. And the way that you use it is there's a restriction on the factory card. It's only between 200 and 200 range. 200 our side, 200 their side, and 0. You can only play it if your tank is going to end up in one of those 3 range locations. Does that make sense?
Yep. Sure
Yeah.
do. Yep.
Okay. So if we can't play it if we're going to end up at 400 or 600.
Right. You can't play it if you're a mile away from the factory. You can't be in the factory.
Exactly. And then what happens is the way that you could take one, like let's say someone was in one, they got killed, it got placed by the board, and I'm gonna move to 200. I want that factory card. The way you do it is during your administration phase. If you have a terrain card in your hand, you discard it. You pick up the available factory card, so you swap them out, and then you do your move, end up in a legal range, and play that factory card normally, like you would a normal terrain card. Okay,
Yep.
that's how it works. There's only 3 of them in the game, and there's 4 of tanks. So, right, we're going to be fighting over these things.
Right. Right.
And that's pretty much else. The rest of victory points are normal KIA, elimination, and crew, plus the 2 extra. Now, if we were playing a larger group of tanks, 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4, there's a special infantry auto victory in this game. If you can get your infantry to the 400 range and have it there 2 consecutive end of turn sequences in a row, you auto win. Your infantry has overrun the battlefield.
Oh, okay.
So it adds another layer of worry to the game. Okay.
Right. Right.
All right. So that will take care of our setup. We're ready to go. So first thing we're going to want to do is we want to get our tank hand. So I'm going to let you choose first. Open up your player hand and select 6 cards. You get 4 per tank that you control, plus 2 per tank. So you only have 1 tank. So it's 4 plus 2 is 6. You get 6 cards.
All right. 6 cards. And I've got 2 rows of draw cards. Does it matter?
Look at my screen. I just shrink mine up. So there's just I'm just showing one.
Just a single one. I got you. All right. Let me
That's how I do it, at least.
let me zoom in a little bit so I can. There we go. All right. So 1. Says card drawn by German 1, but I don't see it.
Hang on. I did everything but do the deck. Let me do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to come up here with battle cards. I've already made the deck. I just haven't So I'll bring it up so you can see what I'm doing here. I've made this deck. You can see right here we have 100 cards sitting here. When they hit this right here, it says we have 4 decks. I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to say create a deck. Now it's going to take a couple seconds. As soon as this shuffle card goes away, it's the deck will be created. There it goes. So we have a deck. Now you can pull cards.
All right, so let me try again. Draw a card. Yep, I'm getting cards now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am done.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the first thing that we're looking here is we're looking for a initiative number. So our
Hmm.
numbers are, from 1 to 100. If I wanted to go really early, I have a 14 sitting here. If I want to go really late, I got a 95. And remember, like this is a move 8 on my screen here. This is a move 8, and my move level is only a 6. So this is kind of a dead card for me.
Right.
So I want to play as late as I can. So you right click on it and say play as initiative, and you'll turn it like that in your hand. And then you take it and you just drag it from that window into your initiative and put it right there and flip it over.
All right, I am going to play his initiative. I will drag that right down, and I think I am good to go.
All right. So normally you can flip your card over so we can see it.
Okay.
Right.
Flip his face up. Okay.
Yep. Oh, perfect. We're going nice and late. That way we can maybe they'll go ahead of us and we can see.
Yeah, I think move 9 is not going to do me anything, so I might as well get rid of it now.
And when you're not spotted or anything, going late is good because let them do something. Maybe they'll get spotted. Oh, the other rule in this game is our spotting distance is 600 meters. Anything 800 or more, we cannot see them.
Ah.
We have to be up closer. Right now, we're at 1,200. They're at 600. We're at 600. We can't see each other. Even if they do something, we're not going to be able to see them because we're too far away.
I see.
So this is going to be
definitely have to move up. Yeah.
Right. All right. So this is the way Robata works. We start with the lowest number tank, which is the left one. This is 1. This is 2. We're going to start with this guy here. I'm going to go through this slowly so you see how it works. The first thing that we're going to do for Robata is they're going to do a initiative phase. Robata is going to do this A over here. Reminder, pick an initiative card for all player tanks before resolving this phase for Robata. So we have to declare what we're going to do before we see what their initiative is. Select an initiative card for each Robata tank from the lowest to the highest identification number. What I just told you, this is 1 and 2. First, we're going to reveal 3 battle cards from the battle deck, maintaining order. Okay? So we're just simply going to go up here to the draw battle card. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And this is the order from left to right. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So the next thing that we're going to do for this, I close that again. I hope not. God, no, I'm an idiot. Not that one. Robot. Quit hitting the close. All right, here we go. Resolve. Okay. Resolve each revealed command card. Was there a command card revealed?
Move, and street corner, terrain.
No, so we don't have to do that. If we did, we'd go up here during the initiative phase. We would do, if any of these applied, we'd do it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 do nothing. Okay? But there wasn't one, so we don't have to worry about it now. Then we have to go determine the active robotics tank peril level. Okay? if the target number of the first revealed battle card is less than or equal to the Robata's peril level, then it is in peril. Flip the card over, and his actions will change when he's in peril. And the way that we figure that is, if you look at their card up here, their tank, look at their T-34s, the one on the left, there's a peril counter right there. It's on 0. So we're going to calculate what their peril level is, and we'll look at the target number, which is right here, which is the 4, the 3 is a target, the 9 is a target. So basically what's going to happen is if their peril level is 4 or higher, they're going to go into peril.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And the way that we figure this is going to be really simple because none of these are going to apply. I don't understand what's going on with my player aids. They keep disappearing on me. Why is that? Hang on just a second. Is it me? Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. So we look over here. Peril level is N right here. You're going to
Yep.
add or subtract these modifiers, and none of these are going to apply. It's going to be 0, but it's 1 for each of the player tanks that have them spotted. 1 for each acquisition that we have on them. 2 if the active Robota tank is flanked. 2 if it's in mine, mud, or field. That's never going to apply here because we're in the city. +2 if they're bogged down. Now that could apply. And then minus those numbers for good things for them, like how many do they have spotted? How many acquisitions do they have? Okay? Or do they have us flanked? We're going to come up with a number, and right now none of these apply, so they're going to stay at 0. So his peril level is 0, and this is a 4. We needed to be a 0 to go into peril. He's not going to go into peril. All right? All that for that.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm glad we went through it slow because
Yep.
I mean that is a little confusing, but now that I see it, I understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just follow these letters will just guide you where you need to look. So then we need to go, Rabata selects one of the revealed battle cards for its initiative, okay? If in peril, use the revealed battle card with the lowest battle number. Okay, they're not in peril, skip. If any of the revealed cards are lower than 10, are any of them lower than 10?
No.
No. If any revealed cards are higher than 90, no.
There is one.
Higher than 90. They have
93, right?
93, so they're going to use 93. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to play his initiative. I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to flip it. That's his.
Okay, so that's how he chooses it. Okay.
Yep, and then that is it for him. Now, I don't have to go through all the peril stuff. We know he's at 0.
Yep.
So he's going to do his. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Looking for a 0 right here for peril, and no, it's a 6. Any higher or lower than? No. So none of those applied. So let's keep going down the list. Real 98. If it has a spot, if it has a target spotted and he does not have a target spotted, so
Nope.
none of that applies. Otherwise, choose about a card with the highest number. So there we go. So we're just going to revert to 83. So he's going to end up at 83. Well, everybody tried to play high.
They couldn't beat us.
but he couldn't beat us, exactly. So there. Now we've just worked our way through their initiative, and that's done. Once you get the hang of that, this is really fast.
So, quick question. Let's say that they had a threat level 1 and a 1 came up. Is it equal to or greater than?
It's equal to or less than.
Equal to or less than. Okay.
Right. So if their level was 3, and the way that their peril level works is it is the number of played decks plus 1. So There are 0 played decks right now. +1 makes 1. That's why our number was 1. Next, when we get done with this deck, it's going to go up to 2. And then we get done with the next deck, it's going to go up to 3.
Right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I told you wrong. That was totally wrong. That I just told you how tactics work. So sorry. The perils always going to be the same. We're going to go through those modifiers and see where
Okay.
they
Yes.
end up and all that kind of. I told you totally wrong.
That's okay. All
All
right.
right, so we're done with that part. So we're going to
We
go
got
in
initiative done.
initiative order. We know we're higher than they are, and an 83 would be the first one to go. So we have this guy over here is going to go. So we're going to take this. We're going to discard his initiative card, and now we're going to do Robata, what he's going to do. So if you look up here, we're going to do initiative. There's no administration step to be done right now. That's for when you're on fire or you are broken, or in our case, if he was in a factory right now, this is his initiative phase, he'd get 2 victory points. Okay?
Right. Right.
So we can skip all of that, and then we're going to go do we're going to do action step C for Rabada. So we're going to come down here and we're going to look at their action step. Reveal, here's C right here. Reveal 3 battle cards from the battle deck, maintaining order. If the action Rabada tank, so if he's at 400 range or less, an additional 1. If he has elite crew, an additional 1. If he's green, -1, and if the leader is -1 to the 3 that we're pulling. We're all seasoned. There's no green. Nobody's dead. So he's going to pull 3 cards. So he's going to
All right.
pull from the battle deck 1, 2, 3. Now, what we're going to be looking for, now what we're going to do is we are going to look at Robata. Resolve each revealed command card. Were any command cards revealed?
No.
No. Okay. Play a revealed terrain card on every moving player tank. That would be us. So let's say we were playing normally and mud was in effect, or the minefield was there, or we had field or brush. If we were moving and one of those popped up here, they'd throw it on us and put us in crappy terrain. But none of this is going to apply because this is a sig fight. Okay? So we can skip 3 this whole time. Then the active robotic tank will perform a single primary action and then will attempt to perform a single secondary action according to Robata's card. After we do that, once Robata's completed the primary and attempted the secondary, continue to the action cleanup. So now we look at his card. So let's take a look at his card right here. It's blowing up here. His primary action is fire at a high quality enemy target. Well, he can't see us. We're not in range. Skip it. Execute mission priority. Number 2, yes, he will attempt to do that. And his mission priority is to move to 200. Once at 200, stay at 200 and look for a factory card to get into. So his
Right.
mission is to get to 200 and get into a factory. How do we do that? He's going to do a move action. This is where it's different than it is for the players. Players, we would look for move cards and all that. It doesn't work that way. He's going to attempt to do a move action by looking at these numbers down here, these target numbers.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll just bring that up again so I can show it to you.
So he kind of ignores the fact that it's a flank, a fire, or move
Yeah.
card. He looks at some other thing to tell him what to do.
Completely different thing to do. And what he's doing is, so at a move, we would go through all of this stuff here. Okay. And Basically, what it's going to tell you to do is we need to do a success check. And the success checks are down here on this bottom part down here, D. And basically, we're looking for his move level. If this number is equal to or less than his move number, then he will do one movement. Then he'll look at the second card, and if that is half of his movement or less, he will do a second move. And then, if he had any terrain, he would throw the terrain into that move also. So,
Okay.
so looking at his move level, he's a move 7. The first number is an 8. That is not successful. It needs to be 7 or less. And the second one would be 3.5, rounded up to 4, 4 or less, but it's a 6. So he's unsuccessful. He will not do this move. Okay?
Yep.
So he could not execute that. And nothing else in here is going to matter on his primary action. So he basically had a bad hand. But now he will try to do a secondary. So on a secondary, spot an enemy, can't, it's too far away. He could go hull down, and he will go hull. He'll attempt to go hull down because he is in hull down territory, because look at his terrain card on his player board. There's a hull down number of 10 right there.
Hmm.
So he will attempt to go hull down right there. He has to pull a 10 or less to do it. And he pulled a 45. So he did not go hull down. He's finished with his action. And now he is going to do I don't know why my computer keeps doing this, but I guess I'm going to have to deal with this. He's going to do a cleanup action, which is down here. This is pretty simple. If there was a command card still available here, he'd do it. He would try to attempt to acquire if he had taken a shot, and there's some parameters there. He'll discard all revealed cards. He will, if the tank was in peril, he will pull a new card and not be in peril anymore. And then we continue on as we're going. So basically, all he's going to do is discard all of these cards. And we're going to move on. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. And we're going on to the next guy, which is a 93. And I just beat him. So we're going to do this guy. We can do this one a lot faster this time. So we're going to discard this. He's going to pull 3. 1, 2, 3. He is going to look at his card here, and it says high quality shot, no. Execute move, mission, yes. He will do that. And he will do a 0 is less than 7 or less. He'll do a move 1. He will not do a move 2, because remember, he's a 7. Half is 3.5, rounded up to 4. He didn't quite make his second move, but he does have this street corner. So what he's going to do is he is going to move for this one. He's going to move 200 to 400, and he's going to use this street corner to be here. And now we have to do triggers. The red at the bottom of these cards are triggers. Conceal 20. He only moved 10. I mean, one card, which means he uses the left bog number of 10 plus 20 is 30. So right. 20 or less, he'll conceal. But we didn't see him anyway, so we don't even have to do it. But you're supposed to pull a card for timing reasons. So I'm going to pull a card. It doesn't matter because we can't see him anyway because we're too far away. Remember, we can only see 600.
Right. There's a lot of buildings in the way.
Yep. But now he is going to, we do have to do bog for him. So he's a bog 30. So here we go. Bog 30. He went 68. Nope, he's fine. He did not bog down. So he did his primary action. Now, what are his secondary actions? Spot an enemy, we're too far away. Attempt to go hold down. So what's his hold down number?
15.
Right, so we're going to try to go 15, 30. Nope, he did not get to go hold down. Discard. Now you can see how fast Rabada plays. I mean, I did his turn in a couple of minutes, right?
Bro, yeah. Once you get familiar with what you should be looking at or doing, yes.
Yeah, it's really not that hard. The hardest part about doing any kind of like bot rules, Rabada rules, is you're teaching a pretty simple, like in this case, it's pretty simple, but it takes a lot of words to try to convey what you're doing here. And the player never, if he's truly like a solo player, he never bounces it off of anybody, right? So you may think you're doing something right the whole time. You're not. When you're playing with somebody else, they'll say, ah, you know, what are you talking about? That's not how this works, right? That's
Yeah.
always the hardest part about doing so. That's what I've run in with, like Wolfpack. Oh my gosh, the rules
Well, we
right.
do have a comment from Ted in the comment section who said, "Funny, learning this game by myself was a real workout, but everything Mike is saying, I'm remembering clearly. So that's good.
Excellent, excellent,
Yeah,
excellent.
for sure. Thanks for the comment, Ted. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for
Okay, so
coming by.
it's time for us to take our turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take mine because I'm next.
Who is next?
I will get rid of that and I'll open up my hand and let's see what I can do. I can move. I can move. Oh Lord, I'm going to have to stay in motion. Okay, I think I will do that because I want to get up close. So I'm going to do a. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this smoke. Ooh, I didn't check. Well, I may have screwed up for Rabada, but that's okay. I'm not going to go back. We'll catch it next time. Matter of fact, I won't play mine to keep it fair for Rabada. I would play my infantry symbol right here at the bottom of this card, 21. And move my infantry. But I didn't. I don't remember what their cards were. They were supposed to check that, and I glossed over it. So I'm not going to do any infantry this turn. We'll start that next turn. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to do. I want to keep this one because it's a move one, but it's also fire one at the bottom. So I like that card. I'm keeping that card. I will probably keep the smoke to use the infantry next turn. So that means I'm over here, move 4, and a move 1. It has an infantry symbol on it, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm going to do play card, and I'm going to do play card. Now I do take a chance of bogging down here, which could be real problematic. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and now I'm going to do my red triggers down here. Conceal 10. Now, am I close enough to be seen at this point? He is at 400, and I'm at 400. That's 800. We still don't see each other.
Okay.
So my conceal's not going to matter, but I got to pull the card anyway. So that didn't matter. City rubble. Okay. But I do have to do my bog. The bog is 20 plus 20 is 40. So I have a bog 40 now. Oh, this could hurt. 88. I didn't bog down. I'm good.
Oh, nice. Well,
So
thank God.
you got to keep one of. Now, if I would have bogged, I would need to stop and be in the city street bogged down. So I'm gonna keep the move 4, and I am in motion. I am moving. I am not going to be moving. On second thought, let me look here. I might discard a card to stop moving because as a field action, I can play a card from my hand to stop moving. Let me think here. Will I stay in motion? I'm going to stay in motion. I'm just going to stay in motion. So I am going to take this 4 and put it here. Stay in motion. And now I can discard. I can discard up to 2 cards because I'm in the red. My hand size has gone up by 1 too because I'm in the red. But I think I want to keep my cards. I want to keep this for that. I got a fire 1, and I have another fire 1. I'm going to keep my cards. I'm done. Your turn. I'll discard. All right, Chester.
Okay, my turn. So I'm going to share my screen so you can. I don't know if you can see it or not, Mikey, but
Yeah.
I've got Stonewall, Fire 1, Flank 8, Smoke, and Fire 1 are my cards.
Ooh, not great.
No, I mean, if I was to shoot, that would be great, but not. I don't know what I.
Well, what
Is
fire?
there something I should be looking at?
Yeah, let's take a look at your. I'm going to pull your cards up. I pulled the wrong one. So let me look at your cards on my screen so I can see them better. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get rid of. You could use your smoke card for. Oh, we can't do infantry this turn. So yeah, no. There is
It's that's
not.
what I was planning on doing until you
Yeah,
decided.
there's not much you can do. What you can do is you can discard one of these cards. Like you could discard your flank card and attempt to go. You can attempt to go hull down if you want. That'll burn a card there. Then you can also discard a card in your discard phase. That will burn a card there. So you can burn 2 of these cards. That'll only leave you 3 left, and hopefully you'll get something
Yeah,
better.
hopefully I'll get something better. All right. So I will
You
I
right
will
click on it
lay
and
a
go
card.
card,
Yep.
and
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna.
play the flank 8 and I'm gonna try to go hull down.
And if you don't want to burn through the deck, you could just pass.
No, I think I want to get rid of cards so I can
You
yeah.
could to pass. You have
Oh
to.
yeah, I can still get rid of 2 cards at the
Yeah,
end,
so
right?
if you don't want to attempt to go hold down because you're way back in the back, you don't want to burn through the deck. You don't have to do it. Is all I'm saying. If you want to try, you can. You pull a card, pull a battle card, and see if it's low enough.
Um yeah, I think going through the deck is fine at this point, don't you?
Go ahead and pull a battle card and see if you can go hold
All
down.
right. So let's see if we go hold down. Let's move this out of the way. Thank you. Battle card there. Oh wait, that was the
Yeah, it's that big white button next to discard red. The big white battle card.
oh this one. Okay, I was way over there. Okay, battle card.
There you go.
That's the 58. So you got nothing.
No.
Okay.
Now if your turn's done. Now you may discard 1 card because you're not in the red. So you can discard one of your cards that you don't want.
I would like to discard the stone wall. No. Well, both of them got infantry symbols on them, so
Yeah, I would keep it. I would get rid of the
one of the 2 fires.
Uh, it's up to you, right? I mean, that's a tough call because those
Right? I know. That's always. I don't know.
infantries are good, but we probably don't need 2. Maybe the stone wall.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, I'm going to discard the stone wall.
All right,
All right,
excellent. So that took our full turn is done. I'm going to discard
draw a
your
card.
card.
Draw a card. Hey, I got some moves now, Mikey.
There you go.
All right, feel better about things now.
There you go.
All right, yeah. So that's one whole turn. If anyone has any questions about anything we covered or talked about or did, let us know. I'm going to switch back to my screen here so you guys can see that. Let's see.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dial up my cards.
Oh, right. We got to get our initiative, don't we?
1, 2, 3, and now I have my hand size went up by 1. 1,
Right. You got a bigger hand size.
7. I still don't have any terrain. Okay, well, that's all right. I could be in a city street. So we are going to play our initiative cards.
Golly.
You play this for initiative.
I should have 6 cards, right? 1, 2, 3,
I'm gonna
4,
get
5.
I'm gonna get rid of
I only have 5 cards. Should I draw another one? I should have 6, right?
you should have 6 cards, but you have okay, I didn't discard our discard and discard. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you should have 6.
Okay. There we go. That's a little better. All right.
I'm,
Wow.
I'm,
Now I got a lot of moves.
I'm gonna try to go as late as I can. That's my biggest card, which is not super late.
I'm going to play his initiative. All right. Yeah, mine's not going to be great either, to be honest. And that's the biggest card I got. I got a lot of low numbered cards.
Well, me too. Go ahead and flip it over.
All right. Flip. We got the same thing again. It's too funny.
Now you did use one with an infantry. I hope you have some more infantry.
I do have more infantry, yes.
I have one infantry.
Oh, shoot. Hang on. Let me undo that. I did not mean to click that button. Sorry. I meant to bring up my hand again. There we go. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay. This one, let me discard this again. Discard. Okay. Okay, so we have to do Rabada now. So Rabada we're working from left to right. So now he's in the red. So he's going to pull 4, right? Is that correct? No, that's not correct. It's just 3. Rabada is, he'll pull 4 on his tank action. So he'll pull 3. Looking at his peril level, we don't need to figure it out. We already know it's at 0. So we're still looking at a peril level of 0. So 1, I did the same thing, wrong one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, peril! Look at that.
So, he's got a double peril.
so things are gonna happen here. So he actually went into peril, which means we have to flip his card to the in peril side, and his stuff will change possibly on here. Numbers for on top will change for like good quality, low quality shot. Enemy, good and low quality shot will change, and his priorities will change on the back of this card. So you never know exactly what the opponent is going to do, right? Even though we knew he was aggressive, but there's 10% chance that he went into peril. He did, and we might have been planning, to do something against him. Now it changed. So that's the philosophy with that. And as bad things like when a bunch of us get acquisitions on him and have him spotted and maybe have him flanked, well, he's in real trouble. So his peril level is going up. So his chances to flip greatly increase. And usually when in peril, he's going to try to do something to get out of being in peril, like move so we'll lose acquisitions on him, right? Or maybe try to get out of flank or something. That's what he'll try to do.
Okay,
so we got that. And what is he going to do? I think he's going to take the lowest, right? Because he's in peril. Determine if the target number of the first revealed card is less than or equal to the active peril, then it is in peril. Flip the card over. Rabada. Our first bullet, if it is in peril, use a revealed battle card with the lowest number. So he just switched from high to low. He's going on 20.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, very interesting, right?
Yeah, he wants to try and go before we get killed.
Before us to get out of trouble. So that's how that works. And now we're going to do the other guy. And we know that he's also at 0. We're going to pull 3. 1, 2, 3. He's not there. He's got one that's higher than 95, not higher than 90. So he's automatically going to play that one because it's higher than 90.
Yep.
And that's it for Rabada for their initiative. Now it's time to execute. Looks like he is going first.
Yep. M41, yeah.
He's at 20. I'm sorry. He's at 400, which means he's going to pull 4 cards because he's in the red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. So the first thing he's going to do, he's going to fire at a high quality enemy target. Nope, he can't see anybody yet. So he's going to do his mission priority. Then he would have tried smoke, right? So let's say we're playing a scenario without a mission priority because some don't have them. Then he would try to pop smoke to protect himself because he's in peril, right?
Right.
And then if he didn't have smoke, he would try leadership. Maybe leadership would help him, right? He could play a leadership, try to maybe go conceal or something, right?
Right.
So, but he does have a mission priority, so he's going to do that, which means he's going to move to 200 and go into another street corner because he's got a 7 here, which is equal to or lower. So 1 move is good. He would actually do 2 moves, but he doesn't need it. Well, he will do 2 moves because it's good and it's illegal to play a factory. So he's going to go to there. He's going to discard this card. And then he is going to play the street corner to go along with that.
Okay, so even though he used the street corner for his move number, he can still play the street corner as the terrain.
Yeah, yes, because we're playing just the numbers down here.
And that would apply. Let's say the street corner was in where the move 3 was.
Yep.
That would also it would be able to use that one because he was able to move the second time as well, right?
Yep. Doesn't matter. All you're looking for are these numbers up here don't mean and don't need anything for move and fire. These numbers don't matter. It's these numbers down here, success numbers. And then if any of these apply to him, he would do it. So like if he had fired, right, if that first card that we pulled was good on a fire, then he had pulled the leadership. He'd use this leadership card to subtract 20 from the shot.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
I'm sure we'll see that here shortly.
Yeah, because we're in range now. So that's what he did. He went into the street corner, which does have a conceal of 20 and a bog of 40. That's 20 plus 20 is 40.
Yep.
So we're going to do the conceal first because I'm sitting at 600 and he's at 0. That means that I can see him. Yes. So I would normally put a spot 1 on him, and now he's going to try to conceal, and I will lose this spot if he does conceal. So if he pulls a 20 on this card right here, he's concealed. Nope. So I see him.
Got him. You see him.
Now we are going to pull for his bog, which is a 40 and a 46.
Ooh, just barely made it.
And that takes care of his primary action. His secondary action he will attempt to go hull down. So his hull down number is 15. So we're going to pull a card at 17.
Oh, wow. Just missed it again. Unlucky for him.
And unlucky for us, that is a factory card.
Oh, so yeah.
So that factory card, that's interesting. You know what I think I'm going to do in this scenario? So, this is still a work in progress. I think I'm going to write the rule. I have it in there that, if you could play it from your hand normally, and that's how it gets into the game. But I'm thinking on a discard too. If a card gets discarded and it's a factory, we're going to put it into the game, which will be the scenario card. It says up here, this button that says scenario card. And I'll pull on my card. It looks like that when you open it.
Yeah.
I'm going to drag that thing up into here. So there's 1 factory card available to use.
Okay.
The rest of them get discarded. And we're off to the second tank, which would probably be me. Yes, it will be me.
Yes, you get to go next.
I am moving right now. So I am in motion.
So does he auto see you because
Yeah, when I
you're in
take my
motion?
yeah, when I take my turn, he's gonna see me. I'm taking my turn now. So play uh, discard. All right, what am I gonna do? Looking at my hand, I don't have any. Okay, so uh, I want to back up. I want to back up. I didn't look at their infantry again, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back, back. I'm gonna go back till I get to his 4 cards. Where's his fourth card at? Not letting me go back any farther. Okay, well, we'll just stop there. He didn't have any infantry. He didn't have any infantry. Okay, so I'm going to retake his turn, do his moves, which he's going to do. He's at his moves. Um, oh, I forgot to do his cleanup too. I need to do all that stuff. He attempted to go hold down. That failed.
Yeah, he did a conceal roll and a bog roll too.
Yeah. So I'm just going to skip over that. I'm just going to discard his cards. He's going to be there. I'm going to skip that factory. I'm just going to go back in. I'm just going to kind of correct things a little bit here. And then I'm just going to end his turn. And then I'll take my turn. And then we'll start up from here. So for my turn, I'm going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card. Play initiative. Nope, not play initiative. Play card. For a field action, I am going to do an infantry advance. I have an infantry card here that has a German symbol on it. That means I'm allowed to play this. It's a legal card play for me and also the Allies. So I'm going to do an infantry event. So I want to talk to you about infantry. If you look down here at the bottom, we have an infantry card. This is a push-pull type of thing. So I just advanced the infantry by 200, which means they're not on the card at all yet. So by advancing it by 200, I'm going to go to the 200 box, okay? Now, if the Russians were to play one and advance their infantry, since I'm on here, we have to decrease mine. Let's say I was here, and they played one, they would decrease it to here. Then they played another one, then they would decrease it to here. Then they played another one, they would increase theirs by 2. Unless they played another one, it would increase theirs by 2. That's how it works. It's a tug of war, back and forth type of thing. So I am at 200. So now, if you look at this card up above here, and you look at this card on the left-hand side, it says infantry range. I'm at 200, so I would use the middle row there, the 200 row. I would use this row right here to make an attack from this range. Then I would look at the enemy range, 0, 200, 400 to 600. Those are columns. So I would be looking at the 200 row, the 0 column against the guy that's at 0. So I would be at this box right here, which is a red triangle 55.
Right, right.
And what that means is I can do the best infantry attack I can against this guy. We are pre-43, so I only have anti-tank rifle. I only penetrate 3. which is terrible. But I can always do hand to hand. So if you can make an attack in one of the triangle locations, those 55s, right? So if my infantry was at 400 and their range was 400, I'm in a 55 triangle. I can make a hand-to-hand attack. I'm on top of their tank. That little blue 25 means it's a really difficult shot, and it's not hand-to-hand. I got to use a rifle, and I'm way at my extreme range of shot. That's
Right. I get that.
what that represents. So being at 55, I'm allowed to do a hand-to-hand combat. Now, you'll notice that on our tanks, if you look at your tank where your leader is, he's buttoned up. We all started this buttoned up. When we take our initiative or our administration phase, you can button up or unbutton, open up your hatches or close your hatches. We started closed. In street fighting, being buttoned up is smart because for them to get a successful attack against us buttoned up, they got to pull 3 cards. All 3 of them have to have this explosion icon right here on one on each card. If we have an open top, they're only pulling 2 instead of 3, and both of them have to have an explosion icon on them. But if only one of them has it and we have open top, our leader's dead.
Ooh.
They shot our leader.
Okay.
So being buttoned up is really smart. The downside is to it, we have to add 10 to our fire shot because our leader's not up getting a good look at things.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So keep that in mind. So I did an infantry advance. I put us at 200. And that's it for my field action. Now I will do my tank action. For my tank action, I will play a card here to move. These are all great cards. I have 3 fire ones.
Oof, that's nice.
But I'm going to use one of them to stop moving. So I am not, he doesn't, well, he could stop me, but I'm going to take a shot next turn. Do I stay in motion? Do I stay in motion? He could stop me to shoot at me. I went 200. I played that card to go 200, and I am going to stop. I'm going to play a card to stop. So I'm going to play this card as a field action to stop movement.
All right.
So he has me spotted now. So tank 2 is spotted by him. And by stopping, I get to discard this card here. And now it reveals I'm in a city street. And I have a conceal of 10 and a bog of 30. It's 10 plus 20. So conceal 10, right? City street is 10.
Yep.
All right, so I need a 10. You won't see me. That battle card went right there. Oops. That's the battle card right there. 38. Nope, that won't do it.
Didn't forget it. Nope.
And then I'm looking at my bog now, right? I got a bog of 30. Nope, no bog. And I am going to, am I going to discard any cards? Fire 1, and tactics. Nope, I'll be keeping all those.
Yep.
So I'm going to discard, and I am done at 200, and we're looking at each other now. Your turn.
Did he spot you?
Yes, he did. So we're going to put, and I put a spot 2 up here in his spot box.
All right. And you spotted him.
Yep, and I have him spot. I have a spot one. Oh, I didn't do that though. Spot one in my.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was looking for. I'm like,
Yep.
I thought you had spotted it. Okay. All right, my turn, Farnley. Yay. All right, let's go. Oops, not that button. Let's try. Nope, not that button either. Let's look at the cards. There we go. All right, I want to play. I'm going to play a no, I'm going to get the terminology right here. It's going to be a field action. I want to play this card as a field action. Let me right click and play card. There we go. Let's see if we can move our infantry up a little bit farther there.
Okay, you can move them up.
All right, so we're up to 400.
That's good.
Pretty good. All right. Then I would like to do a tank action. And I would like to play this card to move. And can I still play another move card?
And you can move twice.
But I have a better chance of bugging. But I think I do want to get in the fight. So I'm
Yeah,
going to play.
I think
I'm
it's
going
good.
to play this card as well.
All right, so you're going to move 400. So go ahead and move your range 400.
Down to,
Beautiful.
we started at 600.
Yep.
Okay, so down to 200. Okay.
Yep. Now he sees you. So I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
And now you are in motion. Unless you want to play another card as a field action
Nope.
and stop and just be in a street corner.
Nope. Nope.
Okay,
I
so
want to stay in motion. I want to stay
there's
in
no
motion.
checks or anything for you there. So you are all done. Would you like to discard anything?
I'm like you, Mike. I have 2 fire 1 cards. So when
All
we get to shoot, it's going to be shooty time.
right, that sounds good. I like it. We're going to discard that card. And
How we got
are,
all the fire 1 cards? I'm not sure. I think you set the deck up really well.
yeah,
Forlorn has a question for you, Mike. He
yeah.
says, "How long did this take to make this game, and how long did it take to play test the game?"
And this game took us about 3 years. And that includes play testing.
Okay. So
Yeah,
sorry.
about 3 years. I took it to a lot of conventions, and it's a great convention game. It plays up to 8, so I would get 4 versus 4 games all the time at Consum World Expo, and I do GMT West twice a year, and a couple other ones. So it got a lot of play testing besides just online with people
Yeah,
and
feedback from people.
play
Yeah.
testers. So
How many? I know there was the original game, then they had the Mediterranean game, and then you have expansion pack number 1. When expansion pack number 2 comes out, how many total game? How many different tanks are there going to be in the game system?
okay, there's 16. Well, I'd have to figure that out, but there's
Okay.
16 boards for the big expansions, and the tank packs have 8.
Okay.
There's quite a few. There's like, let me think here. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 different tanks in the big games. There's 6 different tank types for each side. And that includes the for both expansions. So there's 12 different ones there. Then throw in there's less than 6. Like there's 3 or 4 for each tank pack. So there's quite a few. And then after we get done re-releasing Tank Duel and the second tank pack, we will put on P500 the last big expansion, which will be the West. Right?
Oh,
It'll
okay.
be the Americans, the late Brits. This is like Normandy on, and there'll be a tank pack with that, which I'll go early war. The French, the Polish, the little German stuff.
Oh,
Pre
that'd be
19,
good. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
good.
And then in that one, in the last one, we have a large campaign game that you can play. You
Ooh,
can
that'd be nice. Yeah.
You can play every faction. You can play multiple different theaters in each, different war periods in each. Um, and you can play against Robata.
No, nice.
So yeah, so
Looking
that's
forward to that. That's going to be a little bit down the line, but let's hope we can get it done.
yeah, yeah.
Get on it. Tell Gene to get busy. Come on now. I don't know what he's waiting on.
Got a lot of stuff going on, man. It's a
I
busy.
know there is a lot, but come on. We priorities, Gene. Priorities.
It's down to
Combat commander and tank. Combat commander and tank duel. Let's go. That's what we need.
be honest with you. It's they're ready to print. It's not GMT. It's the designer and the design teams.
Yeah.
Until the design team says it's ready, right? There's nothing GMT can do about it. I
Right.
mean, they provide us with our artists and developers and stuff, but until the designer checks off and says it's ready, trust me, GMT wants to get it to the printer as fast as they do, right? They
Right.
get it to the printer fast. They're waiting on the design teams to finish up their work. And you know
Right.
what would help that is people that would play test. It's very difficult to get play testers, right? For every 10 play testers that sign up for a game, you're lucky to get 2 or 3 that actually play test.
Right.
Right? So
Everybody thinks they want to play it, but then it's, oh my god, it's a lot of work, and
yeah,
I don't have
exactly.
time. And
But they want the game fast. Well, you want the game fast, man. Helping out the development teams will speed games. That's for every company, right?
right.
It's all down to the development teams getting it ready for print. All right,
All right, we still have one tank left on this turn there, Mike.
and he is not in the red, so he's going to pull 3. 1, 2, and 3. Well, look at all those factories.
Wow. And he drew the 100 number card.
He did draw that, but that will allow him to move. Let's see what his priorities are. His priorities are to move, to execute mission move is his first priority. So, and he, on his first one, he is going to get to move. He is going to do that because it's 7 or less. His second one is less than 4. He's going to do a move, and he's going to jump into one of these factories.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought I was looking at.
There you go. Robata.
Not happy with that draw, Michael. I'm just saying.
Robata for the win.
Oh boy.
Okay, so he jumps into the factory. So next turn, if we don't get him out of there, they're getting 2 victory points.
It's all right. We'll blow him up. Our infantry's coming to get him. To be honest,
so we're going to go ahead and do his conceal 40. That's really high. And then
make
his
sure
bulk,
there's no infantry cards for him either.
but his bulk is 50, which means 70. So he is a conceal 40. We're going to do that one first. And then we need to look. Did they have? Yes, they had an infantry on his factory. So they are going to move our infantry back to 200.
Yep. I need to watch that.
They're going to move it back to 200, and he's going to roll at 40 for bog. 78, I mean, for conceal, no. So we both see him. So go ahead and put your
I got him. I'm on him. Yes. All right.
We've got him zeroed in. And now he's
where's his little?
Right here. You have a thing right here. Right here.
Sorry. Okay, spot 2. Oh, got it. Okay. So that comes down here.
Just drag spot 2 wherever you want to put it in that box there.
All
right. And now he's going to go bog 70. 75. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. What a jerk.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not that much rubble around, huh? All right.
Yeah, so, rubble where? I don't see no rubble.
now he's going to attempt to go hull down. This could be bad for us if he hits this. His hold down number is 40. Wow.
How do you know? Let me. How do you know it's 40? Oh, because it's on the card 40. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Okay,
There we go. 36.
he's
He went.
hauled down too. Wow, this is
Down.
he's gonna be a pain to deal with now.
Yeah, he is. So I'm going to go in the
We're gonna have to
piece.
try and flank him, I think.
Well, we're going to have to use 2 fire cards and call our location, which is turret. It's just going to be more expensive for us to shoot at him.
That's why we went last, so we could sneak in and get that fact. That was a great move by the Atoma.
It sure
He
was.
went last. He went into the factory, and he's going to get him 2 victory points.
It sure is. Well, we'll
Wow,
see.
what a jerk!
We'll see how fast, how early he goes next turn, right? All
Right.
right. So let's go ahead and do that. Was the secondary. His cleanup is just going to be.
I have a question, Mike.
Yeah.
His card that he drew for his concealment was a 78, which was not successful, but it has the infantry symbols on it. Would he use those infantry symbols or no?
No. It's
Okay.
only on his original
Just
cards.
just on the original cards that are drawn. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
So we're going to use this. So let's see. Oh, wait. That's not it. Cleanup. There was no command card. He didn't shoot. Discard. There was no. Oh, we forgot to do peril on the one guy on his cleanup. So what we have to do, what we forgot to do, is on this guy that was in peril. Let me open up the robotic cards. Robotic cards are here. During his cleanup, he would take his peril card and discard it and draw a brand new card.
Ah.
And flip it to see what he is. He's bold.
Okay. So he made a rally, and now he thinks he's
Yep.
Joe Tank Leader. Okay.
He thinks
All right.
he's shit now, right? Okay, so I'm going to discard the rest of Robota's cards. Robata's done, and now we're done. New turn.
Yeah, I think this turn is whoever can pull the trigger first is going to win
Well,
because we all moved to within like point blank range. Oh, his the M40 tank, we didn't move his rangefinder. How many times did he move
you're
up?
right. 2 times.
He moved twice. Okay, so he's done to 200. Yeah. So we are sitting like point blank range here. Yeah. I think I want to. Oh, I forgot to draw cards, Mike. So I'm going to draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay.
Are you are you in the red yet?
Am I what?
You're in the red, so you get 7 cards.
Oh, I get 7. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 7 cards. And even better.
Even better. All right, you got.
I can go first because I got the number 1 card. I don't know if you're allowed to, tell people that or not, but
yeah, we're playing cooperative. There's nobody we're playing against, or so. Yeah,
I got the number 1 card if I wanted to. I also have a 7 and a 13. So how low do I want to go is the question. They're going to probably want to go first too.
That one card is a leaders, right? That leadership will help.
Leadership. Yeah, it's a leadership.
Right, and we can do a lot of good things. Read the leadership card, what it does for you.
Yeah, that's 20 to a fire card. Yeah.
It also does other things too, right? You can attempt to
Take a random card from an enemy hand and give one to your own. You could try to spot a unit. You could try to go haul down. You can try to conceal at 2 times the current value. Yeah, it does a lot of good stuff.
Right. So those are always really good cards. So the decision.
And I don't have any
I have a
factory cards either. So
I have a factory card.
I want to go quick, but I don't know how quick I want to go. I'm going to try and flank this guy.
I have a factory card.
Ooh, do you?
I do. Question is, do I want to take a shot?
I'm currently in motion, so I would have to play a card first to stop before I fire. Is that correct?
Shoot, we messed up. You're supposed to have a move card in your
I would have left that there, right?
do that real quick. I'm going to go into the deck. I'm going to go into the deck. I'm going to discard pile is here. I'm going to do a specific card. I'm just going to grab the first move card. Take move card. Yeah, take that card and put it. I'll do it for you. There you
You
go.
got it. Yeah, I
You,
got it.
you got it. Okay, great. So there. Yeah, you're in motion. To stop going in motion, you just discard any card for a field action, and then you'll discard that move. Problem is, you can't fire. You can you can fire this turn because you're not playing a move card. So you could play any card to discard that move card. So you stop, and then you can take a shot. And if you're going to shoot,
No,
are you?
here's the thing. And strategy wise, I'm just thinking strategy wise. I have a city rubble card.
Yeah,
It
that's
says if you're in motion, place this card in my holding box. Then I would go. I would roll for concealment and bog.
yes. You could definitely do that. What is your what is the cover on your rubble? Your cover pretty
Uh,
good.
my cover and my rubble. I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Cover.
My cover. I
On,
have a 40 conceal and I have a
no
20 bog.
cover. Up
Oh,
above it.
cover. I see. Cover is 30. Sorry. Cover 30.
Pretty good. That's higher than the street corner. The street corner is 20. So it's better cover.
And I got 25 hold down on that as well.
And you could conceal.
All right, so
Now
I'm definitely going to play that card. So I want to go first, Mikey. Do I try a 13 or do I go with my 7? What do you think?
okay, I'll let you know one other thing. If you're going to do that, you're not going to shoot this turn. You can't move and shoot in the same turn. So you won't be firing this turn. You'll have to wait the next turn to shoot,
Hmm.
which is okay if that's what you want to do. But just remember,
Hmm.
if you play
I
the
mean,
so take a
getting in
look.
the cover and them losing sight of me would be very good, though.
Yes, so take a look at here, Jester. You want to play the rebel, that rebel card. It's right here, terrain. So look, it says if you are in motion, which you are because you have a move, place the terrain card in your holding box. Can you follow up with anything else? No. So there's no fire on that line. So like
So it's
remember,
either fire or hide, one or the other. What are you
yep,
doing?
one or the other.
What are you doing?
I was waiting to see what you did. If you fire
Okay.
that, I was going to go into that factory for sure. I may do it anyway
All right,
because
I'll fire. I was just trying to be fancy and not die, but you're right.
Chuck,
Let's
might be
go
a good,
full blank. Let's blow their asses.
I mean, that might be a good move, Chester, to do what you're thinking, to get
You
into
think? Hmm.
it could be, right? Because you pull a, you get hunkered down. I think they're both good options. Let me put it
I
that way.
also have a flank guard, and if I'm in motion, I could use my flank to flank an enemy.
You could flank him. You could play. Let me look at your cards again here. So you have a move. You could do a move. Yes, you could play a flank card. So if you look at your thing here and look at flank, you can play a flank card if you're in motion, and you can follow it on with a terrain card.
I could
So
then play City Rubble.
yes, no, you could flank the guy that you see. Take two, you can flank him, and you could go into city rubble. That's a really solid move too.
Oh boy. All right. I've made a decision. I'm going to play this as my initiative card, and I'm probably going to regret it, and I'm going to be dead, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right, I'm gonna go initiative. I think I'm going to go. Do I go low? Do I go low? Do I go low? I could play that. Oh wait, I'm looking at your
Do you
card.
have a low card to burn? Is the question.
I know. I got to pull up my right cards here.
No, what happened is the designer put all the really good ones in all the low numbers. So whatever jerk did that.
I have no clue. Oh, okay. I got a city rubble that's high. I could just go high.
Guys, if you're watching, we do appreciate you guys coming out and saying hi and being here to view. And don't forget, check out Mike's YouTube channel. He did a Wolfpack video last night, unbeknownst to anyone in the world until a couple
Nobody,
hours ago.
nobody subscribes to my channel.
Well, there's like 6 people that are on your channel. So, yeah, go check it out. Mike Butter Jelly. That's what you should change it to. That would be so funny if you changed your YouTube to Butter Jelly. That'd be awesome. Anyways, check out his channel. He did a Wolfpack video. Awesome. And we're gonna finish his turn up and we're gonna call it an episode. But we would like to pick this up. We're gonna save it and pick this up because I don't think it's gonna be done today. But thank you all for coming out today. We appreciate it.
Yes.
For Lauren, Mr. Question Man has a question for you, Mike. How hard was it to balance this game, in your opinion?
Well, I don't think. Okay, so it's a very interesting question on a game like this. When you have so many random things that the cards can generate, truly balancing a game like this, you're not balancing it like a Euro game type of thing. More, more, the more. How do I put this? The way that you kind of gauge balance in this game is tank matchups. So, for instance, the T-34 7643 and the Panzer IV-G are like equal tanks to each other. In other words, their penetration to armor value comes out at 0 for each tank. So they are the most even matchup tank wise. Then it's the fate of the cards, right?
Yeah.
Those 4 tanks could 8 tanks could go at each other, and it'll play out differently every time because you just never know how the cards are going to play out.
Right.
So when people ask me, well, how do I balance? What tanks do I know? What should I use? Right? So look at the penetration to armor value. The closer you can get 2 tanks to match up in those 2 factors, that is the closest to even you're going to get.
For sure, for sure. Historic Wings, how you doing tonight? He's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming by. We do appreciate it. All right.
Yeah,
Mike,
boy.
have you decided what you're doing for initiative?
I did. I'm going low. Go ahead and flip.
Are you going 14? Oh, you're not going that low then because I beat you again. Oh,
What?
I didn't mean to play it. Sorry, my bad. Beat you by 1. We've been like 2. We've been 2 off on every one of our initiative. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Go ahead and flip your card.
Oops. I did. No. All right, we'll try it again. There we go.
All right. Well, now let's see what they do.
Yeah. It's going to be
Right.
interesting.
So now we have some peril to figure out.
What we do.
We do. You know that these
We've got spottings. We've got spottings.
Now, did we spotted? Yeah, we spotted both of them. So his peril level for him for tank number 1 is going to go up by 2. 1, 2. Because 1 for each tank that has him spotted.
Right.
Now, does he have us spotted? He does. He has spotted. So it's going to drop by 1. So now his peril level is 1 or less. Okay? Pretty simple. Here we go. We're going to pull, and he's pulling 4 cards. Remind me to look for infantry. Here we go. Get those pieces. I don't need that anymore. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No infantry. Well, that's good.
No command cards. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Take that one back. We're doing We're doing only 3. We're doing
Do it
initiative.
initiative. Yeah.
So we're going to see which initiative card he's going to use. Did he go into peril? His peril number is 2. Wow, almost. If he didn't have me spotted, he'd go into peril because it's a 2 down here,
Right.
and he's on a 1. Missed it by 1. Okay, so that doesn't apply. So he's not going to go into peril. Which of these cards is he going to use? Let's pull up our handy dandy checker chart.
Yep.
And we're going to go first thing. We're going to go. Were any of these below 10? No. Any above 90?
No.
Okay. Any spotted tank's lowest facing armor equivalent to that penetration value current range. So he can see me. What's our range? I'm at 200. He's at 0, 200. He's penetrating 10 at that range. And I am way lower than that. So, yes, that is a yes on that one. So he is going to do the any
Any result battle greater than 90. No. If the target's been spotted and any spotted target's lowest facing armor value is equal to or less than its penetration value at the current range.
Yep. So he'll chose the lowest card. He's trying to shoot first. He's got a good shot. He's trying to shoot first.
Yeah.
It wasn't
23.
Except
sucker.
because you and I are both moving. Probably. We'll see now that we know his initiative. And that takes care of that. And now we're looking at this other guy who also is at 2. And he does not have anybody spotted, and we both have him spotted.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have him spotted. Actually, his peril was less. His peril actually ended up at 0. It went up 1, down 1. That's okay. All right, so he doesn't have anybody spotted, and we both have 2 spotted. So his peril's going up to 2. He's going to pull 4 cards. Looking at the first card for his peril. 1. Yep, it's going into peril. 2, 3, 4. So he's going to definitely go into peril because this is a 1 and his peril is a 2. Equal to or less than. So we're going to flip his card to the in peril side and execute mission priority first for him, then high quality shot, then smoke, then leadership, then move. Interesting. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to pull 4 again. Why do I keep pulling 4?
I don't know.
I'm gonna put it back.
I think he's gonna take the 11. No, he's gonna take the 91 because there's a 90 or higher.
Right, he's gonna take that.
He's gonna take the 91.
Yes, he is. All right, and I'm going to flip that, and I'm going to discard, and now we're going to take our turns.
All right, first up goes me. So I will discard my initiative card at 13.
Okay.
I will look at my hand again, and I will play this card. I'm going to play my flanking maneuver. And since I'm in motion, I can play it. And I'm on tank number 2. Is there a special token for that?
Well, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
I'm going to play my flank on tank 2.
Yes, I'll get that out. So go ahead and put all your cards down. Oh, you did. You got your flank out. Go ahead and play all your cards. You're going to go what?
Okay.
And then
And I'm gonna do my play card, City Rebel. I think
okay. So let me get that out. You are tank number 1.
and
So
do I
I'm gonna,
play that as my terrain card?
let me do this first.
Okay.
The first thing that you did is you did a flank, and you chose to flank. Well, you have to flank 2. This guy's the only guy you see. So I'm going to put your flank counter right there on his tank, right here. You're on his side.
Okay.
Okay. And then you will discard your move card here.
Discard this. Okay. Discard. Okay.
Then you're going to grab your rebel card and put it here.
Okay.
And now you're going to do your triggers. You have a trigger here and you have a trigger here. So
Okay.
you conceal 40. That's really good.
All right. We're going with that now. Let's see. Is there
Nothing that can
anything that would give me a bonus to that? The
40.
leadership? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. So just a 40. So I'm going to draw a card from the battle deck. 44? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
All right. So everybody sees tank number 1, which means he will be spotted you, and the other guy has already got you spotted. Right now, you're going to do your other trigger. You're going to do a bog, and that was only one. It defaults to just 1, so it's a bog 20 plus 20 is 40. You have a bog 40.
Bog 40 and no bog.
So no bog.
I was really looking for that conceal, Mike. I don't know what happened there.
I know it. That would have been sweet.
I was really looking on that conceal. I thought it was gonna hit it. I was gonna sneak in behind these guys, flank them, and then blow them up. But what happened? I think the dice or the cards did not play in my favor.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, thanks, Historic, about the graphics. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. Terry Leeds was the artist for this, and Terry is, I think, in my opinion, the best artist that GMT has. He did our Liberty or Death when I developed that for Harold, and that was his first project with GMT. And we were so happy with it, man. Now Terry's actually a full-time artist for GMT, which is awesome. So
Yeah, very nice artwork, actually.
yeah,
Very good detail.
did all the artwork on this.
Yes, sir.
I wanted him to do Wolfpack. I ended up with a Polish artist. He's one of my play testers, and he offered to do my play test graphics. And he did such a good job on it. GMT gave him a shot at doing my real graphics. And I worked with him. Him and I worked for like 8 months on the graphics. Like every day we were on Discord together, making it exactly how I wanted it. And I'll be honest, he did an outstanding job on Wolfpack.
Yeah, oh yeah. I really like that.
Now
Yeah,
they've hired him, so he got a job doing more art for
Oh,
GMT,
nice.
which is
Nice.
awesome. I'm very, very happy for him.
I'm going to I can still discard a card, correct?
You can discard up to 2 cards if you like, because you're in the red now.
I am going to discard 1 card.
All right.
And I will be done. I've flanked him. I've moved. I'm in the rubble, Mike.
Yeah, ready
But
for a shot.
they're still looking at me. You're gonna have to blow them up.
Did you have any infantry that you want to play?
That is a great question. Did I? No, I did not.
Okay. I think I'm going to show you how that works. I may take a shot at with the infantry. So let's go ahead and do my move first. I'm going to discard my initiative card. So that gets discarded. I am going to play. Okay, I am going to play a move 6 because my move is a 6. That's legal. I'm going to play card move 6. I'm also going to play a factory with that card play.
Oh, moving in the factory.
I am, and then I am going to hold off for just a second. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to stay at 200, so I'm going to play my move, but I'm not going to move. I'm going to go laterally. I'm going lateral towards that factory over on my left side. So I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to change my range at all, but I am going to jump into this factory. And this factory is going to give me a conceal 40, bog 30, plus 20 is 50. So 40, 50. Here's my conceal 40. See
Nice.
ya.
Nice.
My 50.
Oh, you're bogged though.
But that's okay. I'm where I want to be. I can be bogged.
Yeah, and they don't see either, so they can't shoot you, which means they're going to be shooting at me. That's bad.
That's bad. Do me a favor and remove the spots off of me, off of their cards. Move them to the side.
All right.
And I will bog. I'll get a bog counter.
He didn't have you spot. Only one had you spotted. Number
Okay,
two
yeah.
didn't have you spotted.
I just put the side for him. And now my bog goes half of my movement. So the bog goes on the 3, which means now only 3 or less move is eligible for me. So it's hard to get going because I'm bogged down. I got to get unbogged, right? So it's more difficult for me to move. So I have less choices to choose from in card wise. That's how that works. So that's that for a field action. Let's go ahead and show everything today. I'm going to play City Rubble for an infantry attack.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I'm going to attack their guy in the factory.
All right.
So the first, so he's at 200, and our German is at 200. So we look at our infantry card and we do 200 on the left side for the infantry, 200 on the top for the enemy range. They intersect at a red triangle, 55.
55, yeah.
What that means is the red triangle means I can do a hand-to-hand combat, and that's what I'm going to do. Well, let me look at his armor. Do I have... Let me look at my cards. No, I'm going to do hand-to-hand. His armor is pretty good. He's a 9 and a 6, and yeah, he's pretty high armor-wise. So shooting my little anti-tank rifle at him is probably not going to penetrate. So I'm going to try to throw hand grenades down the hatch and put our submachine guns in their slits. So
let's do it.
Let's do it. So the first thing that they get to do is they get to do an anti-infantry attack. So if you will look over here on their infantry, over here on their Russian AFV anti-infantry card.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to blow this up so you can see it. The bottom line is T34 and T3476. I'm sorry, T3476. This applies to all of them. They have a base. I'm in the red triangle. So they need a 55 or less to stop my attack before I get to do it. Now, there are modifiers to the left. If I was in the yellow square, the attack would be 55 minus 10 would be a 45. Their opportunity to stop me. If I was at the 20, it would be another minus 15, right? So he would go down to 40%. And if he has one KIA in the tank, it's a additional 15%.
Okay.
So right now, it's the best he could be 55. So if he scores a 55, he will stop my attack and move me back to 200. So if I was at 400, I would move back to 200. But I'm at 200. I'll just stay there. So here is he's looking for a 55 or less. 10. He said, hell no, you ain't getting a shot off. But let's say let's say he rolled higher. Then for a hand-to-hand and he is buttoned up, I have to pull 3 battle cards looking right here on each card for an explosion icon like this rubble has. If all 3 of them had it, he would have to take a heavy turret damage.
That is the one all the way to the left, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's how that works.
So you would draw 3 of those in a row.
Yep. And
2
all
is
of,
nothing, but all 3, if all 3 had those, then it would be a busted turret then.
and then if he was not buttoned up, if his crew was exposed, I would only pull 2. And if I got 2 successes, it would blow
It
up.
would be, yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
if I only got 1 success out of those 2, I would kill his leader. Remember that.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
So anyway, that they will not mission rules will not allow them to unbutton. But
All
for,
right.
but for
So
us,
we're done with your turn then?
yep. Let me just check my discards. Nope, keeping both of those. So I am finished.
All right. So we got to
And now
move
we're
on
gonna
to T36 or T3476.
Yep. So we're going to do the one on the left first. He's a 23. So
And now we draw 4 cards because he's in the red.
for infantry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you got an infantry.
He did get an infantry. So his infantry is going to move towards 4 to make a triangle attack, which he will be able to do this turn. Should be interesting. So here we go. So we're going to start with that. They start with the infantry attack. He has one, so he is in the his mission priority right now is to move to 400. Then he'll start to attack. So his mission will replace us and put him on 200. Okay? That makes sense?
No. Why
Okay,
would ours move? Why
so-
wouldn't ours just move
so
off?
We were at 200.
Yeah.
So when he does an infantry advance, he will advance into the 200, which will kick us out of 200.
Okay. All right.
Of course, that push
So
pull.
it doesn't like there's no neutral then.
Right. So either they got the
I
advantage.
got you.
We got
Okay.
the-
Now I get it. Now I get it. All right.
Yep.
So I was thinking there was like a
No.
5-step. There's only a 4-step in this.
Right,
Then.
so, and you'll notice on the card, 0 doesn't have a box, right? 0 is 0, which means up here is 0.
Right.
Because
Okay. Yeah, you kicked this out. I got it now. Yep. Okay.
okay. So, all right, here we go. They did that. Now they're going to see what they're going to do. He's bold. He's not in peril. So he's going to execute mission priority. Well, he is already at range. So he won't do that. What's his second thing he's going to do? Fire at a high quality shot. So he needs a 60. Okay, so he's going to need to pull a 60 or higher with a pen of 2. Well, the pen's going to be no problem. So what I'm looking at, it says fire at a high quality shot. That would be you. Well,
Yes, it would.
So let's figure out if he's got, well, and the first priority there would be looking here, and a 9 is not a 7. So no. Half a 7 is 3.5, 4. No. So he will not do it. He does not have the success.
Doesn't have a fire card. Wah, 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 wah.
Exactly. He does not have a fire card. So what's his next thing down? Move robotic tank can flank an enemy. He does have a flank card, but the problem is he can't move because of that.
Right.
Greater cover. And he does not have terrain with greater cover, so you can't do that. Fire at a low quality. Can't do that. Leadership? Nope. Otherwise, move. He will not move because he's in his range that he needs to be at. Mission priority.
Right.
Special rule. So
Well, he tried to get that card that's in the don't we have one of the factory cards in
No,
reserve? Maybe try.
I think I ended up putting it back into the deck. So we're going to
Oh,
fish it out.
all right.
But
Okay.
we do. He does have a command card. So let's check out what he does with the command card. During
Right.
a tank action, gain a spot counter if one creates a high quality shot. Well, that's going to be against me. I think he's going to spot me. Um, he should have spotted me anyway.
No, no, you went concealed.
Oh, that's right. I did go
You
conceal.
went into cover. Yeah, you
Right.
went into cover. You
He's
passed
going
your
to
cover check.
He's actually going to spot me if he has a high quality shot. So let's figure out what he needs to hit. So he's at 0. I'm at 2. So we're at 200. He needs an 88 to hit. Okay? 88 to hit minus my cover of 40 puts, so he does not have a high quality shot at me. Because I have a cover of 40. That's going to put it down to 48, which is under 60 for his high quality shot, which is up on top of his card in green. High quality. 45 for a low quality shot. Well, we know he's at 48, but I have a size of 10.
-10. Yeah, I was just gonna say we got a 10
He doesn't
size.
have a low quality shot either. Does he have leadership? Nope. So yeah, he's going to do nothing on his primary action. His secondary action, he'll spot for a secondary action. So he'll spot me. Well, he actually has to roll for it. To
I was gonna
roll for spot, it's on his wrong one.
Section I of the rule book.
Yep. Check
Determine
that.
which target the active target will attempt to spark. Pull 2 cards. If either card shows binoculars, the active tank spots the target.
There you go. Go ahead and pull 2 cards.
Battle cards? Yeah.
Yep.
48. No, wait, binoculars. Nothing
Nope.
there.
No binoculars.
Nothing there.
No binoculars there. So yeah, he was not successful.
Ooh, nice.
He is done.
He couldn't spot us.
And now we have 91. Here we go. So he is close also. He will do 4 battle cards. 1, oh, that's going to be, and tactics. 2 with leadership. Oh boy. Whoa, okay. All right. This could hurt right here. Here we go. Yeah. This might be one mark. Let's take a look at his card and see what it says. First thing is mission priority. Well, he's already at 200, so he's good there. Take a high quality shot. So, who's his better target between me and you? We are at the same level. So basically, cover. I'm a cover 40. You're a cover 30. So he's going to shoot at you because he's got a better shot.
He doesn't have you spotted. So
He doesn't have you spotted. So it is. He only has.
You can only shoot at me. Yeah, you'd have to shoot at me.
You're right. So he's going to shoot at you if he has a high quality shot. So let's see if he does. He has an 87 to hit.
He's 20. I'm 20. That is 40, 82.
Okay, so he's an
minus
10,
72.
Hold on. We didn't do all his first. He's an 87, but he also has a leadership.
Wait, why is he an 87?
Add 20 to it. So 97, 107.
Well, hang on. Why is he an 87?
Because his range to hit at 200 is 87.
He's not 200. He's 400.
He is at 200. Oh, you're right. You are absolutely right. So he's an 82.
Right, 82. Now we're on the same path. There we go.
82, 92, 102.
Yeah.
102 minus 30. 92. So 72, 62 for your 10. He has a high quality. So he ends with a 62 high quality shot at you. So he will take it.
All right. Let's hope he
You want,
misses.
do you want to pull your fate or do you want me to pull your fate?
Go ahead. Pull my fate.
62 or less.
Well, this way I got someone to blame. Oh, Mike, you're screwing me. Yeah.
35 will give him a hit. All right, so you gotta survive this. So where's he gonna hit you? So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull a card and we're gonna look at this number right here. Okay, so where does he hit you? He hits you in the 4. What is your 4? You're looking at these numbers here.
Yep. It's the hole. Yep.
So he hits you in the hull. Let's see if he penetrates. What's his penetration? What's his penetration? At 400 is 8.
Yep. And my armor's an 8.
Okay, so here's his battle card. We will be looking right here for his penetration.
Yeah. You're a +2, Mike. You're killing me.
Oh, that's good. That's below.
It's -2 to his. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bing, it bounced off.
Yes. Yes. What's the little H stand for?
What's that? Oh, for colorblind people, that's heavy hit, red.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Right.
So if they can't see that red, then they got the.
Does he get another shot because he's got 2 cards?
No,
just one shot. Okay.
Yeah, you would look here first, right? The first success was here. I'm sorry. Let me get over more. The first success. Oh, you know what? He would have been able to call his shot. So he would have shot at your lowest armor, which is the same. So he would go after your turret. But it didn't matter in this case. If you were hull down because he had a success, he would get the call turret.
So you could have.
He would bypass. He would bypass your hull down. So anyway, you got away with that one. It didn't affect you. And
so the modifier, the penetration modifier, is the number of the tank that's shooting. So if it's -2, that's bad for the tank shooting. If it's a plus number, then it's good for the tank that's shooting. Got it.
Correct.
All right. Ping. Haha.
Ping. Now let's see what he's going to do on his secondary. Spot enemy. Yep, he can spot me. So I'm going to pull 2 cards. We're looking for binoculars.
Binoculars. Yep.
No. Yes.
All right. He spotted you.
So he spots me. Now the question is, will he acquire you? So we have to look at his play aid. That keeps disappearing on me. We got to look at his play aid. All right. Under cleanup.
Okay, under cleanup. Okay.
Look at his cleanup. Did he have a command card?
No, we did not have a command card.
Okay, so there was no command card. If the active tank fired
to acquire a target.
If the unmodified hit was greater than
85, do not acquire the target.
It was not greater than 85, so he's going to acquire
it. 61 or something, yeah.
So yeah, so he's going to.
So he's going to acquire me.
Well, he loses a spot on me, and he acquires you.
I thought he loses his other spots when he acquires, or is that just humans?
Yeah, he loses his other spots, which he just did. He lost a spot on me. He doesn't lose a spot on you because he's acquiring you.
All right, so it's me and him now. All right, I got it.
It's you two facing off, and that is their
Even though you're both in the factory shooting at me. What a bastard.
Yeah, well, he says, you know what? I can shoot that guy.
Yeah, I got a number 1 card. We'll see who shoots first next time, buddy.
There you go.
All right, save it, Mike, because I think we're going to pick this up
Okay,
hopefully very soon.
you're enjoying it enough to keep playing it.
Oh yeah, I've always liked this game. I think it's a good one, and yeah, I would like to
What
get
are
back in a rhythm and get some flow going, and obviously, getting back together sometime soon and doing that. So
what's your
appreciate you
thought?
coming out tonight.
What's your thought on the Robata?
Yeah, it's very good. It's very interesting. It's definitely more in depth, which is good. I like in depth robotas. I don't like the very simple ones. I like ones that give you the feel of, okay, sometimes you need to look and see what's going on. Sometimes you need to calculate values or whatever. And
I
but I
think
like that every turn it's like, okay, is the guy going to do this? You're never sure because every turn things are going to happen. He's going to lose spots. He's going to gain spots. He's going to, be damaged or whatever. And so
yeah.
you're never sure what he's going to do, which I think is good.
The one thing that I want to try to clean up on the next rendition of the game would be sometimes figuring out the quality of shots can be a little bit of a pain. So we're gonna maybe do a little development work on that. Everything else I think works pretty quickly and smoothly. That's the only thing that if I could improve, I'd like to improve on a little bit.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. If you guys have any questions about this, anything you saw, be sure to leave them down in the comments section below, and I will forward those on to Mike. And next time we get together, we'll kind of cover any questions that you guys had about this. So if you have any questions, again, just leave them down in the comments section down below. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. A lot of interesting maneuvering going on here in the tight battles of Stalingrad. But I do feel like, Mom, I'm there and I'm ready. I'm making decisions that are like, what do I do for the best survival of my tanks, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I could have shot him, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I
Then
would
he ends
rather try to hide and not be
up,
shot.
and then he ends up shooting you, but luckily it bounced.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, thanks everybody for coming out today again. Appreciate it. We'll see you all next time. Until then, take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.